I am Bloke Mad, and you are watching To Catch a TikTok Predator. In today's episode, we are looking at a predator who is 53 years old. This predator stands out from the rest as he was willing to pay for nude photos of a 15-year-old. We are still using the same exact decoy account from episode 1. This goes to show that accounts like this, whether real or a decoy, will get a lot of attention from creepy predators on TikTok, non-stop. Let's get into the chat logs. This predator goes by the screen name of Mark. Mark says hello. I say hi back and he says hello again. We are off to a great start. He asks how I'm doing, so I say good. What about you? Clearly, he is a boomer. Continuing on, he says that he's just in his bed. I ask him if it's comfy, and he replies with this. And before I say anything else, I ask him how old he is. He says 53 and asks me the same question. I say I'm only 15, and he replies with, wow, young. Right after finding out my age, he decides to say that I am very beautiful. I say thanks, but Mark has something else to say. I tell him that we've only just met and my mum advises me on not meeting strangers. He simply says that I shouldn't worry about what my mother says, and that he knows what is best for me. Very creepy, but carrying on, he says that he wants to send me a picture and that he is not able to do so. I explain to him that it's impossible to send pictures on TikTok and ask him why does he even want to send me a picture to begin with. He just responds, "Give me your Facebook, Caroline." I make an excuse and he asks me for my WhatsApp with this little Oliver Tree looking ass emoji or something. After making sure if I can trust him, I give him my number. Mark lives up to his promise and messages me on WhatsApp. I say hello back and he asks me for a picture. Rather confused, I tell him that I thought he wanted to send me a picture. He still disagrees with me, so I send him a screenshot of the TikTok message that he sent. He denies it and says that it's fake and requests me to send a picture of myself. To carry on the chat, I send him a decoy image, to which he replies wow and asks me who the girl next to me is. I explain to him that it's just my friend, and he says that she looks sexy, after which he makes sure if she's only 15 as well. To which I reply yes, and he just says nice. Despite the fact that he clearly remembers my age, he thinks that this is a good question to ask a 15-year-old. I tell him that I've never sent one before, but clearly he likes the sound of that even more. I ask him why, and he just says that I have a lot to learn and that he can teach me. I ask him how is he gonna do that, and he says that he wants to meet me. I give him yet another chance to change his mind, reminding him that I am only 15, and he says that he is willing to pay for me to come to him. I simply ask if it would be easier for him to come see me, and he clearly doesn't like the sound of that. I ask him why would it be too dangerous, and he just says, you never know who could be watching us, as you are underage. So clearly this 53-year-old man completely and fully understands that what he's trying to do is very much illegal. I tell him that my mum always needs to know where I am anyways, and he just says that I don't have to worry about it and that he can take care of it. I ask him how, and he says that people will do a lot for money. I want him to elaborate, but he asks me for yet another picture. I send him another decoy image, and he says that I am very beautiful and that he can change my life. I accept the compliment and ask him how is he gonna change my life. He continues and says, you wouldn't have to work a single day in your life. You just have to stay with me. I want to make sure if what he is talking about is really paying a 15-year-old girl. And he says, you could say that, yes, and asks me for more pictures. Any private ones. I already told him before that I never took any, and he tells me to take one now. and that he is willing to pay me. I ask him how much would he pay me for something as sickening as this, and he says it depends how much of good use your picture is to me. But like I said, this could work between us. Trust me. He says that he could pay me through PayPal, but I tell him that I am too young, as you have to be 16 to have a PayPal account. I tell him that I do have a bank account, and he says that that would be too risky because his bank is connected to his real name. So maybe I am not the only one catfishing here. Everything we know about this man could be false information, apart from the fact that he is most definitely a creepy predator.
I say... Wait, so Mark isn't your real name?
My girlfriend just wanted to record a voice line. Let me know how she did. Moving on, he says, for you it is, yes, and says that I should send him a picture for free if I really like him. I just tell him once again I've never sent one before and that I am really scared. But don't worry guys, Mark is here for us and he tells us not to be scared, followed by precise instructions of how I could take a picture for him. I try to delay it even more, but Mark is getting really impatient now, and he tries to video call me. I make up an excuse, and he says, "Answer me please, Caroline. Your friend is fine. You can both see me." I really do not want to know what kind of sick ideas this man has in his head. Anyways, continuing on, I just ask him why doesn't he just send me a picture instead. He wants me to clarify if I really want to see him, and I just say, why not? The picture he sends me is definitely something I was not expecting to see. He sent a nude photograph of himself. I really wish I could unsee that. I am quite furious at this point and straight up ask him, why would you send that to a 15-year-old? Completely ignoring my question, he just says, do you like it? I can send more. Your turn now. Winky face. I send him another decoy picture and he demands that I take my clothes off. Quite disgusting. I tell him that I do not feel comfortable at all doing that, and he starts to lose his patience, saying once again that he will pay for a nude. I send him one last message, I might be too young for you, and he disgustingly says, no such thing as too young, you are perfect. Now send a picture please. After these messages, I feel like I have seen enough and decide to stop the conversation completely. Thank you so much for watching yet another episode of To Catch a TikTok Predator. I want to ask you guys to please share this video absolutely everywhere you can. All I can do is report these creeps, but maybe with enough attention, we can all lock these predators away. I've been Bloke Mad, and I will see you next time.